Earlier, we created zone lists using the ARCHICAD interactive schedule. In this lesson, we'll continue to discover this functionality, which provides intelligent bidirectional communication between the schedules and the virtual building elements, ensuring that even last-minute changes are accurately and consistently reflected in the documentation. Please note that you can also export the schedules you create in various file formats. By default, ARCHICAD contains some predefined schedules you can start with. They're located in the project map under Schedules. Element lists can contain any BIM elements and all related properties, like the volume of an entire wall. Component lists are optimized to list information about each sub-element of composite, profile, or basic elements, like volumes of certain skins of a composite wall. Surface lists allow you to get information about the names of finishes and their exposed areas. First, let's use an existing model to get information about all doors and windows of our model. In the project map, double-click on the IES-02 All Opening schedule. In the bottom left corner of the schedule window, click on the Fit in Window button to display the entire schedule. The list items seen here are exactly the same ones you created before. Besides the numerical values, you can also see a graphical representation of the doors and windows. Thanks to the BIM concept, these lists are not only automatically updated, but you also have access to the settings and can change some of them directly in the schedule. But first, let's see how we can customize this schedule. Click on the Scheme Settings button at the top right corner of the schedule window to open the Scheme Settings dialog. The existing schedules are listed on the Schemes tab of the dialog. The All Opening schedule is already selected because we opened this dialog directly from this schedule. In the Fields panel, you can select any available parameters and add them to the schedule fields as you did during the Zones list customization. The Nominal Width by Height Size field allows us to see opening sizes, but it doesn't allow us to edit these settings since there are 2 values per field. Let's select this field and delete it by pressing the Remove button. Now we'll add 2 separated editable fields for the height and width dimensions. Click on the Add Fields button and double-click on the height and width parameters in the list of the general parameters to add them to the schedule. In the Fields panel, with the Control Command key pressed, select the related zone number, fire resistance rating, thermal transmittance, sound transmission class, and fire exit fields, and remove them. Using the arrow icons, drag the newly added parameters below the orientation field. Click OK to apply the changes, and return to the All Opening Schedule window. In the Schedule window, click on the Height cell. Then in the Text Style panel, select the left-aligned option and the bold text style. Apply the same settings for the Width cell. Now, since we have 2 separated fields for the height and width dimensions, let's see how we can modify these values directly from the interactive schedule window. In the schedule, click on the height field of the WD004 column and change its value to 1000. Then select the width field and change its value to 500. In the top left corner of the schedule window, click on the Select on Floor Plan button to display the selected objects on the floor plan. The Floor Plan tab will immediately be opened, and all 4 WD004 windows will be selected. As you can see, the width and height sizes of the windows have already been updated. Using the info box, change the height and width values back to 800 again, and hit Escape to deselect the windows. Switch back to the Schedule window. Interactive schedules allow you to add some annotations for preview images using the default dimension settings. Let's see how this works. Click on any image in the view from side opposite to opening side row. In the toolbox, select the Dimension tool, and using the info box, set the construction method to linear. In the Schedule Formatting panel, click on the Dimension Settings button. In the Automatic Dimensions dialog, select the wall hole size option and the below and right dimension position. Then click OK and check the Add Automatic Dimensions checkbox in the Schedule Formatting panel. As you can see, all side view images now contain the overall dimensions, but we can add some additional dimensions in the existing dimension lines. Select the side view image of any veranda door and click on the Annotate button. As a result, the element preview window will be opened. Select the horizontal dimension, and with the Control Command key pressed, click on the middle point of the door. Then click the OK button in the top left corner of the element preview window to apply the changes.